Right, welcome to a video on bracket expansions, dealing with more complicated bracket expansions. We're going to split this into 4 parts. This is the first section. Let's look at the first example. We're multiplying x with everything inside that bracket. So I've got to multiply those 2 parts by x. So that becomes x times x squared is x cubed, and x times minus 1 is minus x. Now looking at the second one, I'm multiplying m with everything inside this bracket. So m times 3m is 3m squared, and m times m squared is positive m cubed. Now we're going to look at the second set of questions. Now in this case, we're going to times everything inside that bracket by negative 2. So the answer becomes minus 2x. And you have to be careful here because minus 2 times positive 3 is actually minus 6. Let's look at the second one. I've got to multiply everything inside that bracket by minus 4. So the answer becomes minus 4c squared. And once again, let's be careful about the minus 4 times the negative 2c. Now a minus times a minus will become a plus. So that is now plus 8c. Now let's move on to the third set of questions. And these catch most pupils out. Now, first of all, the most important thing to realise is that 5 is on its own, and the bracket is actually being multiplied by negative 3. So first of all, let's write that 5 down. And now let's concentrate on the bracket being multiplied by negative 3. So we have to multiply negative 3 with n, which becomes minus 3n, and then we have to multiply negative 3 with negative 2, and that becomes positive 6. Now we haven't finished because we need to collect like terms. And the like terms are the 5 plus the 6, which is obviously 11. Take away the 3n. We cannot do any more now, and that one's finished. Remember, that can be written as minus 3n plus 11. You must respect the signs in front of each part. Now in the second question, the 5e and the positive 2 are totally separate to the bracket. The bracket is being multiplied by negative 4. So once again, let's write the 5e and the plus 2 down. We start off by writing 5e plus 2. Now we've got to focus on multiplying the e plus 1, which is in the bracket, by minus 4. So minus 4 times e is minus 4e, and minus 4 times positive 1 is minus 4. Now once again, we need to collect like terms. And the like terms, there are 2 of them. We've got e's and we've got integers. So let's collect the e's first. 5e minus 4e is a single e, and 2 minus 4 is minus 2. And we now move on to the final page. Now in this page, we have to multiply that bracket out and that bracket out separately. So let's do that. This first bracket becomes x squared plus x, and the second bracket becomes 2x minus 4. Now you'll notice that we need to put a sign in there. And that sign comes from there, that positive being multiplied by that positive x. So a positive times a positive is a positive. So let's put that positive in. Now we need to collect like terms. And you have to be careful here because there are 3 different terms. These terms are an x squared term, x terms, and an integer. So collecting these terms, I have x squared plus 3x minus 4. And now we move on to the very final one, where we have to multiply this bracket out and this bracket out. And we're going to pay particular attention to that minus sign in front of this second bracket. So multiplying out the first bracket first, we get m squared minus m. And now the whole of this second bracket is going to be multiplied by minus 1. Remember, we don't need to show that 1 in front of the bracket. So multiply everything in this second bracket by minus 1. So minus 1m minus 3. And once again, we have like terms to collect. And these are m squared terms, m terms, and integers. So that becomes m squared minus 2m minus 3. And there you have it.